What up, YouTube? Here with another video for y'all. Truck driving school week 3. What's there to say, man? That's it. This is it. It's crunch time. Trying to put your game face on. Trying to get everything you've been training for the last 2 weeks. Last week, and put it into motion. Now, in California, I don't know the rules are the same everywhere else, but out here in California, you can't do your road test until 2 weeks after you having your permit. So, if you had your permit before you got the truck driving school, you can test that Monday. But if you didn't get it to that Wednesday, you can't test until Wednesday. So, if I was you, Monday and Tuesday, I'll be getting in my last bit of practice. Monday, I would go and I would do everything possible for my skills test. First, I'll make sure I got my pre-trip down packed first. Because if that pre-trip is not down, you ain't getting nowhere further past the pre-trip. You need to learn the proper wordage. You know what I'm saying? Proper wordage for all the parts. Then I would go practice all my skills, like my ollie docking, my straight line backing, my offset backing, my parallel part, because you don't know which one of those you're going to get when you're in the test. It's not like, oh, you're going to do ollie dock, straight line, and parallel. You don't know what you're going to do. You know what you're going to do. You got 5 tests. You know which one you're going to do. And then there's the road. On Tuesday, I will get with my trainer, and I'll be on the road. I'll be out there trying to drive as much as possible. In fact, I would drive Monday and Tuesday, because you still have your chance of going out in the morning and then training in the afternoon, or going out in the afternoon and training in the morning. But this is the time for you to get your stuff together, because when they test you, if you fail, you only got 3 chances to fail. That's it. 3 chances. After that, you're done. Because to them, you've been training for a week last week, and you can't get the shit down packed this week, they don't need you no more. They don't need you. They don't feel that you're not worth their time. They're going to cut you loose. You have to go find another school, start over with again. Other company, start over with again. You don't want that. Then you don't want to be a super duper where you're going past that first week for the 3rd week to your 4th week. You want to go into your 4th week, because the 4th week, the other cats who came the week after you are starting to test. Now your test is going to be kind of awkward, because you don't know when you're going to test, because they got to test first, because it's their time to test. You don't want that. You don't want to be with the other people. You want to pass with your classmates. However many of y'all left. You want to pass with them. You don't want to be sitting there when the last cat's to pass. It sucks. Everybody look at you like, hey, what's up, man? Why ain't you pass yet? You're like, I don't know. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Why don't you get past? You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You want to be ready to go out there, knock it out, get you behind the work, get on the road with your trainer. Because week 4, you're going to be on the road with the trainer once you pass week 3. You know, if you're on the road with your mentor, trainer, or whatever company you with, describes the person as pretty much a team driver, a first seater. You can be out there with them. So, once you get past week 3, you pass your road test. You pass the pre-trip, pass the skills, then you pass the road test. You're gonna go into orientation, right into orientation, because now you're hired. Right into orientation. Now you're in orientation, and you're getting paid, sitting there now. And then they tell you, okay, they're going to call you on the phone. They're going to ask you, well, the corporate's going to call you on your phone and ask you, what are your goals with the company? What do you want to do? What do you see yourself doing? You say you see yourself being an owner operator, or you see yourself maximizing your profit, Then I say, hey, you should do lease. You should train. Take a little training course to be a trainer. And you should lease, because every person you train, you get a percentage of their miles. You get 10 cents off their miles, something like that. Something like that. Every mile they drive, you get 10 cents, something like that. It's crap anyway. But if you train enough people, then you'll make enough money. But most mega companies, most people don't stay with mega company very long, so you don't really be seeing too much of them change. But they're gonna call you, ask you all them questions. Once you pass, you're gonna go to DMV too the next day and turn in your paperwork, and you're gonna get your paper permit, paper license, because your license is gonna come in the mail. So you gotta wait for your license to come in the mail. And then they're gonna tell you, hey, your trainer's coming to pick you up. You hop on the truck with your trainer, and this is how you learn how to run. Rookie drivers, this is how you learn how to run with your trainer. Now, you're not gonna run very many miles at first because you're new. Probably gonna do like 300, 400 miles in your first 3 to 4 days till you get a hang of the truck and a hang of how you drive. How you get tired, whatever, how much sleep you need. You're gonna learn that your first week. You learn how to hustle, how to get out there and get that truck moving. What you gonna learn? That's what you're gonna learn your first week out as a trainer. You're not gonna make very much money. Your money comes when you're by yourself. Once you got your trainer, you're by yourself, and you got your own truck, that's when your money gonna come in. But until then, you're gonna make pennies. You make a little change. You got a little change for your pocket. You can go to the store, get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? You're ready to pay your phone bill, stuff like that. Small things, but you ain't gonna be able to pay rent yet. You ain't paid a car note yet. I mean, you can if you want to, but you're gonna break your pockets doing it. You're gonna take everything slow and steady, smooth at a time. Once you get out there and you know how to drive, you know what you're doing, everything will be gravy from there. You can go on and do your thing. But at first, your first month on the truck, you're learning, man. You're learning everything. You're learning how to back. I have to be back in different positions, because backing at the yard, the schoolyard, it's a controlled environment. They got everything where you won't hit anything. Hit something, it's a cone. See, out there in the when you get out there and start driving and start going to these alleys, to these warehouses and stuff, you gotta back that sucker up. You can't always back up in there the right way. You gotta do about 4 or 5 pull-ups sometimes, because it's not easy. Not easy. Every time people tell you, oh, backing is easy it's easy, it's simple. Well, it may be sometimes, but all the times it's not simple. Sometimes some backing situations is hard. Everybody has a bad day backing sometimes. Believe me, I backed up to the dock and couldn't get in a few times. I gotta scoot over a little more. That's all right, man. It's quite all right. You're new. It's all right. You're new. You're new. That's one thing you gotta learn. Learn to back. And going off to trainer will get you all the practice you need. So when you're on your own, you got it. No matter what division you go into, whether it's flatbed, dry van, or reefer, you just gotta learn. You gotta learn and learn and learn and learn. Video been long enough for y'all. I'll be back at y'all about a week from now, another video. But I'm gonna tell you one more time before I go. Don't be a businessman, be a businessman. No matter all that you do, always handle your business, man. Don't be good, be great.